Welcome to Conversation with Zaki Baruti, with your host, Zaki Baruti. And like always, I want to give a shout out to my biological family, what's happening, to the Universal African Peoples Organization family, what's going on, and to New Life Evangelistic Center family, headed by Reverend Rice. Keep up the great work. And on that note, we this evening have another great show because in studio with me is a member of the Universal African Peoples Organization, a brother that's been involved in the movement for a number of years, as well as an entrepreneur. And I'm speaking none other than Brother Joseph Zenon. Welcome to Conversation with Zaki Baruti.
Thank you.
Joseph, when I began all my programs, I'd like for my audience to know a little bit about the background of the person I'm interviewing. So for all of the thousands of people who are listening, share some background of who you are.
Well, I am 54 years old. I was born and raised here in St. Louis. And right now, currently, by trade, I am not by trade, but I have a business that we specialize in auto accessories, like alarms, car stereos, remote starts, and such like that. And I was educated here in St. Louis, went to CBC High School, because St. Louis High School, where you went to, is important. I've got a son that lives in Seattle. He's married. He's doing well for himself.
Okay, and you mentioned that I had said entrepreneur, you have a business. Mm-hmm. And where is that located at?
It's at 1318 Hodiamont. It's called K&M Auto Sales.
Okay, and how long you have had that business?
We've been there since 2013.
Okay, then. I made mention that you're a member of the Universal African Peoples Organization. How long have you been a member, and why did you join our organization?
Well, I've been a member for, I think, about 4 years now. And the reason why I joined, because I've had a journey in my life. I would say in the past 10 years, I've made a shift in my life and changed my life. I was married at one time. I'm divorced now, and the mindset that I had at the time when I got divorced, I had to make a change, because I was basically destroying everything I was touching. And so once I got out of that mindset, then I started expanding my thoughts about what can I do, because I started seeing what's going on in the community and in the world and stuff like that, and I was wondering what can I do to do something about it. And so one of the things I came up with was to find people that are doing things about it and align myself with them. And so I started seeking out people that were doing things about it, and I came across UAPO, and it's been love ever since.
Okay, then, well, truly appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our organization on the political side push a concept that's called proportionate political representation, wherever
Mm-hmm.
percentage we are on the national level of government, state level of government, local levels of government, then we should have that percentage of political power,
Mm-hmm.
If we 30% in a particular state, then 30% of that political power ought to be ours. Or if locally, if we 70%, ought to be 70% black representation.
Mm-hmm.
You have chosen the path to become a candidate. Share for a political office. What office are you seeking to be elected?
Well, I'm running to be on the board of directors for the Mid-County Fire Department. The Mid-County Fire Department is on Pennsylvania, in Pagedale, and it covers and services 6 municipalities and some unincorporated areas of St. Louis County in the region too. But those municipalities are Hillsdale, Wellston,
Pagedale,
Hanley Hills,
Veneta
Park / Veneta Terrace, and Greendale.
Okay.
And then unincorporated St. Louis County in that area too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you seeking to become a board member?
Correct.
On the Mid-County Fire District?
Correct.
How many members are on the part of that district?
3.
It's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long do they serve?
6-year terms.
6-year term.
Mm-hmm.
What is their responsibility?
Basically, they are the managers of the money that the taxpayers pay for whose taxpayer dollars in that region fund the fire department.
Okay, then. So they oversee how that money is spent
Right.
for servicing those municipalities,
Correct.
which you just outlined about 6 of them, right?
Correct.
And do you have an idea what's the budget?
I think it's like either $4 or $5 million.
About $4 or $5 million, and that $4 and $5 million comes from the residents again.
Correct.
Okay, now in that, our concept of proportionate political representation speaks to our fair share of political power.
Mm-hmm.
In those municipalities, what is the composition of the fire district?
You mean demographically?
Yeah.
Demographically, those 6 municipalities are, I would say, 90% black.
90% black.
Mm-hmm.
What is the projected voter total then of that district?
I was told that there are 3,000 registered voters in the area.
3,000 registered voters,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 90% black.
Correct.
Okay, presently, what is so how many seats are up for election too? I'm sorry.
Well, in the upcoming election, there's only one seat that's coming up.
One seat that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when is that election?
April 4th of this year.
April 4th. Okay, then. So why did you seek to become a member of the fire district?
Well, I was approached by some people that were concerned about what was going on in that fire department, and as far as the makeup, the demographic makeup of the fire department itself, like I said, it's a 90% black region that's being serviced by this fire department, but yet the fire department itself, I think it was either 19 or 15 people, there's only one black person that works there.
So you're telling me and the audience that out of anywhere from 15 to 19 fire department personnel, only one is black in a predominantly 90% fire district. Okay. On that note, we're going to take a quick break.
I hope you're enjoying the Zaki Baruti Show. Now, we need your help to get the word out about this community affair program and so many others. Now, how do you do that? Well, you tell folks to turn to 24.2 on their television set, and even family, friends, relatives that live outside of the area, well, get them to put the NLEC TV app on their phones and look it up on their computer. 24 hours of wholesome family programming, so much community programming that you're not getting on other stations, right here on NLEC TV. So please spread the word. And while you're doing that, continue to get involved in the work of the New Life Evangelistic Center. So many opportunities awaiting you and your family at this particular time. New Life Evangelistic Center is on the front lines with first responders, directly helping homeless people day after day after day. Behind me are the new headquarters for the New Life Evangelistic Center, along with the studios for NLEC TV or 24.2. You may want to drop by and visit them sometime. This is where we record the Zaki Baruti program at 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. New Life Evangelistic Center is offering homeless people so many opportunities to be set free from the cycle of homelessness, has a wide variety of safe houses, and so many women and children are staying there, and they're learning all different kinds of different skills, all kinds of skills here at 2428 Woodson Road. We also have the training centers in New Bloomfield, Missouri, Marshfield, Missouri, the largest daytime walk-in facility, southwestern Missouri, northwestern Arkansas at 806 North Jefferson, in Springfield, Missouri, the worldwide work of the New Life Evangelistic Center in Kakata, India, and then in Lagos, Nigeria, and in Haiti, all over New Life Evangelistic Center, trying to help people that are in need. New Life Evangelistic Center receives no city, state, or federal dollars, and we're only able to do this as a result of the prayers and involvement of caring people like you. So please pray for this work, and please partner with the New Life Evangelistic Center so we continue to keep the Zaki Baruti Show and the other community affair programs on the air. Remember, tell everyone you know about it, and go to the NLEC TV app.
When we contemplate the grace and the love that we see in Jesus Christ and his sacrifice on the cross, we naturally want to generously give to others. Now, we think of tithing as a tax and we miss the whole point. We should generously give because we so graciously and generously receive from the love and the power of God to set ourselves free from sin. Remember, Christian, it is so important to generously give as a witness of the gospel that you yourself have received in your own life. It is important to give to churches, not just money, but your time and your resources as well, recognizing what you yourself have received, because all things, all good things that we have come from our Father above. Give generously and joyfully.
Welcome back to Conversation with Zaki Baruti. In studio with me is Joseph Zenon. He's a member of the Universal African Peoples Organization, as well as a candidate for a fire district for the Mid-County Fire District that encompasses 5 to 6 municipalities. And again, on the other side of the break, you say the fire district commissioners supervise a budget of how much?
$4 to $5 million.
$4 to $5 million. And on the other side of the break, you were just sharing that the personnel that actually, when there's a fire or something going wrong that they need fire rescue or something, that the personnel is anywhere from 15 to 19 employees and only one is black?
Correct.
Now, how did that come about? During break, I was just reflecting, do you believe anywhere in America where you would have say a 90% white population and the personnel would be, say, out of 15 to 19, all black except one white person? You think that exists anywhere in America?
Knowing what I know now about this country, I wouldn't think so. But there's more to it, because the fire department pays the highest of all the governmental entities, or positions in the area. So, like mayor, police, council members, stuff like that, dog catcher. The fire department makes the most, and so I think that has a thing to do with it too.
You mean the personnel makes the most money?
Yeah, the fire department, they make the most of those types of positions, governmental positions, police, mayors, and yada yada yada.
Okay then. But would you say then that's abnormal where you have that kind of relationship? Bottom line is
that's upside down. That's not right.
Right. Mm-hmm. How did that become a reality? What is the racial composition currently of the fire district, of the 3-member board?
The board. The board has one white man and two black men on it.
So, and this has been going on even if you had like a majority members on the board. And they have allowed, that's 2 blacks and 1 white, and they have allowed this to exist?
Yeah, they've allowed it to exist. They've allowed it to exist, and it's wrong. And I'm saying that the people that are on the fire department, most of them don't even live in that area.
And they don't live in the area?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't live in that area, so they're taking their tax dollars and taking it somewhere else, And so I just feel that myself personally that in these municipalities I'm talking about, my thought is that they're not all of them, but I would say they're like primarily poor, lower income, and I would think that you would want to pull from the community, people from the community, to be on the fire department to help raise some people out of poverty and send people on a path to generational wealth. Because the way I see it is that, from what I've seen, when a person becomes a fireman, then it's a career position. It's not a job; it's a career. So then, you have this career. You do people do when they, as they mature, they create a family, and then you have maybe bring one of your kids in or two, however many, to also continue the legacy. And so it's like a pathway to generational wealth. That's how I'm looking at it.
So in your campaign, how have the residents, have you been conversing with the residents about this abnormal relationship?
Yes, I have, and none of them even knew that this was going on. I've been going and knocking on doors and talking to residents of the community and letting them know what's going on and letting them know why I'm running, introducing myself and such. And no, they don't even know.
Wow. So in that they don't know, what does that say in your mind?
Well, I think it's part of a larger problem that people are not really taught civics in this country. So I didn't even know this existed when it was brought to my attention, and now at my mature age and my clearer head and better understanding of things, I'm like, whoa, this is not right. And so, people, civics is not taught in this country like it should be.
Yeah, I'm a former educator. I would have to agree. And in fact, I used to teach social studies, and civics was one of the subjects I taught in junior high school. And so, as you said, it speaks to a larger, greater issue, and that's the lack of knowledge.
Yeah,
that's so prevalent, and miseducation. So that's a whole nother issue. So on that note, though, we'll have to take another break.
God loves a cheerful giver. Even though things are really tough right now, you can make a difference in the lives of so many. New Life has been doing this work for 50 years, and we have seen God's gracious goodness through people like you who have participated in this work. There are so many people who are suffering. More people are becoming homeless for the first time with the rising costs of inflation and food and housing and so many other commodities. We need help. You can make a difference today in the lives of so many. I'm reminded of all of our partners throughout 50 years who have been blessed as they've given to the work of New Life. We want you to participate and feel God's blessing working in and through you as you work in this ministry. We need partners like you. We have so many people, and we just give God the glory and the praise. We are thankful for even people like Bernie Hayes and Zaki Baruti and all the work that they do through New Life. If you enjoy their show, give God the glory. We're so thankful that they have been faithful with New Life for so many years. You can make a difference today by giving your tax-deductible gift to P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri. Or go to newlifeevangelisticcenter.org or call to get involved in this incredible work.
These are very difficult times and so many people are giving up. I want you to experience hope in the midst of God's cathedral of creation. And that's why I have a free book that I want to send you. It said hope can begin to flow in your life. And you'll be encouraged to go out in the middle of creation and hear the birds and the trees and all of creation speak hope to you. Now, I'll send this to you absolutely free of charge. All you have to do is just write me, Larry Rice, at P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri. That's 63166. Or you can call 314-421-302 and request your free copy of Experiencing Hope in God's Creation. We need hope right now. And hope is just right there, ready to fill you. You may be in a dark, dirty, lonely place at this moment. I have a whole chapter on that, how seeds are planted there and how they sprout. That and much more, right here. Just write me at P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri. That's 63166, and receive your free copy.
Welcome back to Conversation with Zaki Baruti. In studio with me is Joseph Zenon. He's an activist, member of the Universal African Peoples Organization, and a candidate for fire district, a representative for the Mid-County Fire Department. On the other side of the break, we were laying out I call it abnormal political relationship, where you have predominantly black district and all of the personnel basically are white, funded by black taxpayers. And I'm saying that probably does not occur nowhere in the United States. How will you, once you are elected, you are going to be elected, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. How are you planning on addressing that issue?
Honestly, right now, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, honestly, right now, I don't know. But it's more to it than that. It's not just about the racial part of it, but there's also, which I can't really go into great detail right now, but there's also the mismanagement of the funds by the district. That's actually really the main thing. So I can't really go into the detail about that, but yeah, there's a mismanagement of funds.
Can you prove? If there's mismanagement of funds, mm-hmm. then that speaks to some form of corruption, which
Correct.
Then has some legal implications for the people who are mismanaging the funds. Has that been brought to the attention of authorities to investigate that kind of thing?
Not yet, but that will be addressed once I'm in there.
That issue, you plan on addressing that mm-hmm. issue. But going back to, since you brought up the personnel inconsistency, for lack of a better word, or abnormal situation, mm-hmm. And you do not have a pointed way for a solution. Off air, we were kind of talking about some options, and you had made mention about Missouri has an at-will.
Yeah, Missouri is an at-will.
What is that?
Missouri is an at-will work state. So
what does that mean?
I mean, you can get fired for any reason other than stuff that's the normal, obvious, shame on you kind of stuff like religion and race. I'm more concerned about people from the community having those positions.
Right.
And that's what I'm really advocating for.
Absolutely, but to get those positions, you got to have some openings to get the positions, or openings, or you got to be able to.
Yeah, I think actually, if I recall now, it's actually 15 people working, but it should be more than that. Mm-hmm. And so there are positions that can be filled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they've been whittled down, and again, it's part of the corruption part of it. So it should be more people working.
Okay,
yeah.
Now let me ask another thing. One component of the fire district, we're talking about the fire personnel. Are there other entities that receive money from the fire district, vendors or what have you? Are there different kind of vendors?
Yeah.
What kind of vendors are those?
People that companies that offer the services to the fire department, like repair work on the vehicles and repair work on the building itself and stuff like that.
So, what is are black businesses utilized for that in your district as a way of generating dollars for the community?
They're not being,
They're not?
No, so that's another thing to be addressed.
Oh, wow.
To get more minority contractors involved with servicing or providing the services to the fire department.
Have you looked at how much vendors receive within a year's time for the services that they provide? Approximately how many dollars is that?
No, I don't. That part I don't know.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. But then that's a way to also empower our community by
Correct.
Using, mm-hmm. and that's without having to fire anybody. So,
right.
Okay then. Well, we got to take one last break.
As you travel the journey of life, are you ready for the final exam? Along that journey, you're going to meet a lot of people in need that directly relate to that final exam that Jesus gives us in Matthew 25, 31 to 46. Now, we're not saved as a result of the works that we do there. We're saved as it's laid out for us in Ephesians 2, 8, 9, 10. For by grace you've been saved, that not of yourself, it's a gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast. And he goes on and tells us that we're Christ's workmanship. We've been created for good works. So if we receive Christ, we're going to respond in a positive way to that final exam given in Matthew 25, 31 to 46. When I was hungry, did you feed me? Naked, did you clothe me? Sick or in prison, visit me. A stranger, did you welcome me? As oft you done to the least these, even so you've done it unto me. We offer you many opportunities at New Life Evangelistic Center. Go to www.newlifeevangelistic.org. Many opportunities where you can volunteer to let the light and love of Christ flow through you. Just give us a call at 314-421-3020. That's 314-421-3020.
Welcome back to Conversation with Zaki Baruti. We want to have a couple more minutes with Joseph Zenon, a candidate for Fire District in Mid-County Fire District, that is, a predominantly black fire district composed of about 6 municipalities. Again, real quick, what are those municipalities?
Pagedale, Wellston, Hillsdale, Hanley Hills, Veneta Terrace / Veneta Park, and Greendale.
Now, for campaigns, you need physical support and people, I guess, to help you go knock on the doors and what have you. And you're talking about at least 3,000 registered voters. If anybody's interested in helping you from those areas, or also, do you welcome people from outside of that area to help your campaign?
If they want, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how would they get in contact with you?
You can call me at 314-322-5092.
Now, in your candidacy, have you reached out to the heads of some of those local municipalities, like the mayors of Hillsdale, Veneta Park, and what have you? What kind of response have you been getting?
So far, so good. I've got the endorsement of a few of them. I've got to make some contact with some of them up here soon, and see if I can get their endorsements too. But yeah, I'm getting good feedback.
You're getting good feedback. And again, that election takes place when?
April 4th,
April 4th, okay. Mm-hmm. That's an important date historically. On that date, real quick, what happened historically in 1968? Just a quick quiz, do you?
On April 4th?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
1968.
An assassination, maybe?
Not maybe, it was.
Okay.
Assassination of whom?
Martin Luther King?
Martin Luther King, yes.
On April 4th?
Yeah,
wow.
no. Okay, yeah, that's that's a historical date. So one last question, in a general sense. We have our newspaper, the African News World, and on the section that's called Let the People Be Heard, we ask the people who respond, what do you think is the number one issue facing black people in America today, from your perspective? You're on the hot seat.
The number one issue, I think that the number one issue facing black folks is the problem within.
The problem within?
Yes.
Within the community itself?
Yeah.
Such as, real quick now, time is running.
All skin folk ain't kinfolk.
All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're saying, in essence, there are those who are not working on the best interests of our community.
Not at
Would
all.
you say that's part of the fire district problem?
Yes.
Okay, then. Well, Joseph, we pray and we'll work to try to make you a successful elected official in the Mid-County Fire District. Again, how would anybody who want to help you, how would they be able to get in contact with you?
You can call me at 314-322-5092.
Okay, on that note, you've just heard from Joseph Zenon, a candidate for Fire District, Mid-County. Like always, we say vote, 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 and join an organization that speaks truth to power. We say join the Universal African Peoples Organization. And most importantly than anything, please get involved to make a difference. And on that note, may God bless each and every one of you. And again, thank you for coming in.